Hey, good morning, and thanks for waking up with me. So I had to come up here on the roof to get away from all the noise so I could actually talk to you guys today. And my message is real brief and to the point today. So I picked this line up in a book that I'm reading right now, and it basically comes down to live your life the way you want it. Don't just accept your life. So what's that about? What that is about we have the choice of how we live our lives. It's up to us to make that decision, to take the actions it takes to live a life and do the things that you feel that you want to do with how you want to live your life. You don't have to accept your supposed destiny or your fate. I don't care if you're broke or you're really rich or whatever. The reality is your happiness and your mental state is up to you. It's not up to anybody else. Don't let other people tell you how to live. Don't other people tell you that you can't do something when you know you can. Maybe you can't fly off the building. Okay, there are some things you can't do, but there are other ways to do that, right? There are ways to accommodate that. There are ways to overcome that. Think about all the great inventors, all the great entrepreneurs that you've heard about, and the things that they did and how they got going and how they overcame the obstacles that got them where they are. There are countless stories of people who came from nothing and built themselves into amazing people and made amazing contributions to the world, to the life, to our entertainment, to the fabric that makes us a human being here on the planet. And you can be that person too. I'm almost 60. I'll be 60 in just a few more weeks, and I'm changing my life right now. It's never too late to open your eyes, wake up to the possibilities of what you can do with yourself. And by the way, at the same time, it's never too early. There are also countless stories of kids on the internet. There are understanding how social media works. And I read a story a couple weeks ago about a 7-year-old little girl who set up a fundraiser just because she thought it'd be really cool, and she's raked in a couple $1 million for the cause that she felt very passionate about. She's 7 and pulled this off. So you're listening to this, you're probably not 7, you're probably much older than that. You're probably at an age range where you could be doing something with your life. If you just get out of bed, if you just focus, if you just do the things you got to do a little extra. That's what it takes sometimes. That's what it's got to do. There's a lot of great resources out there. The internet is huge with information. There are countless free programs out there, challenges, coaches out there, things like that you can do. Personally, I'm in the middle of 75 Hard Challenge, which is free. You can do it. All you gotta do is look it up. 75 Hard Challenge. That's the deal. Andy Frisella is the guy who set it up. He's a guy out of my home state back in Missouri. Set it all up. Randy is a phenomenal guy himself. He's created a fantastic business for him and his family, and he's creating a huge culture of people who are about family and about community and about doing the right thing and doing good things in the world. And he's just one of thousands of people on the planet that are doing this. You can be one of those people too. You can be a little more selfish if that's your thing, but the reality is I think you get more when you're thinking about the larger purpose, but you could be happy, you could be doing things you want to do. Another great resource that's out there that's really inexpensive is Gary Vaynerchuk's first book, Crush It, and then his follow-up book, Crushing It. I would do it in that order. And by the way, do the audio book. I can tell you definitely from my own experience that Gary narrates the book himself, and he goes off script quite a bit, so he adds in all kinds of extra nuggets that really make the information just extremely powerful. And even though Crush It is several years old now, the technology has moved quite a bit since then. The reality is, even when he did Crushing It, which is fairly recent in comparison, by the time the book published and released, lots of things had changed, and including at the time that Gary narrated, and he was updating information as he was going through that too. Both those real powerful, and go back to the old school guys, just like the old times. Just remember that technology has made things so much easier, so much more available for all of you, and you can do that. You can change your life and make things all happen. You can get in shape. You can learn things that you've always been curious about but never took the time. It doesn't matter if you've got a college degree or not. I've got a high school diploma, and I went from zero to a couple $1 million in business within the last 5 years. So, you too can change that. And I don't say that to brag. I'm just telling you, you can change your life. It's about what you have inside your head and what you allow other people to hold you back. Don't do that. Step forward, step up, do what you got to do, own your life, take responsibility, and you'll be glad you did. I'll talk to you guys again real soon. Take care.